Yeah, what's up, guys? It's Noir here for another YouTube video, and today I'm just here to talk about this Dragon's Dogma 2 controversy, drama, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I have never seen a bigger example of people being upset over nothing. Keep in mind, I'm only talking about the microtransactions. I'm not talking about if you think the game is badly optimized. I'm not talking about the fact that there's one save file on Steam or whatever. I'm just only talking about people being upset about the microtransactions in Dragon's Dogma and why and how it really is a non-issue. Like, I know some people are trying to be somewhere in the middle and be like, oh, well, yeah, it's a slippery slope and it's a little weird and it's a single player game. But I'm of the strong opinion that, like, if you're genuinely upset about this and you're review bombing the game and you think this is like a bad thing, you're just being stupid. I mean, one of the first things, the main issue for me is just I feel like being super entitled over luxury products is just so normalized that, like, when it's like I feel like people are just so lost nowadays. Like, yeah, like, we spend $70 on the game, cool. So yeah, they should try to make it how we want, but at the same time, the developers at Capcom also spent years going into an office every day to make this game. And then they make the game and they're like, hey, if you want to spend $3 on one port crystal to maybe make the game easier for you and maybe support us so that we can feed our family and not have to lay off 100 employees within the end of the next year, here's the option. But then people freak the fuck out like, oh, but it's a single player game. There shouldn't be any microtransactions in single player games. Says who? Since when? And like this idea that, like, oh, it's a slippery slope. We already fell down the slope. The slope already fell. Like, we're already past loot boxes and Prince of Persia putting the ending of the game behind a paywall. Like, I feel like we're already past the worst of what microtransactions could be or like what they have been, and now it's just a matter of, like, the games industry needs microtransactions to survive. I don't understand why people are mad at Capcom trying to make more money so that they can make more great games. That's what people are mad at the end of the day. Again, it would be different if there was a real issue. Like in Shadow of Mordor, it was very clearly intentionally designed to make the game very grindy so that it would entice you to purchase microtransactions that would give you more EXP and better gear. Stuff like that is in Ubisoft games. In the new Assassin's Creed games, you could buy quote unquote time savers, a bunch of EXP boost, and basically shit that, like, is genuinely offsetting features of the game and just making it easier and just making you be able to just speed run the game by just paying money. That is not what's happening in Dragon's Dogma. Letting you buy one port crystal one time for $3 is not completely undermining the entire Dragon's Dogma experience. Like, it's really not that deep. Like, buying 3 wake stones for 99 cents each is not such a detriment to the economy of the game that, like, you're just cheating. And like, it's just, honestly, it's sad. It's baffling, it's confusing. Like, I thought we were progressing as a society, but I guess not. I guess people are just every day waking up looking for something to be mad at, because that's what this is. Because how could you review bomb Dragon's Dogma 2 over a 99-cent Wakestone purchase? Even if you didn't understand the way the game worked or like how the game actually plays, why are people acting like this is brand new? In Capcom's last 5, 10, whatever the fuck AAA games, Devil May Cry 5, there were microtransactions. You could buy red gems even though you didn't need to. Resident Evil remakes, you can buy stuff. You can buy the unlocks that you would get from beating the game on hardcore or within a certain amount of time. You can buy those. In JRPGs, you can buy costumes, you can buy money, you can buy level ups. Like, it's not like if Dragon's Dogma 2 didn't have microtransactions, it would completely remove the fact that every game in the last 10 years and every game that is going to come out in the next 10 years is going to have some sort of microtransactions, be it pre-order bonuses, deluxe editions, whatever the fuck. Like, every game nowadays has some sort of microtransactions. But then for some reason, people are mad at this one. It's so weird. It's so weird, man. If you think it's scummy that they're putting microtransactions in a single player game and you don't want to support that, that's well within your right. I would say you're being a little dramatic. But to say that like they're trying to nickel and dime you by putting features behind a paywall and all this other shit, it's so, this quote unquote drama or controversy is so blown out of proportion. It's insane. It's honestly insane. And it's the most upset I've seen people be about absolutely nothing in a long time. Again, I'm not talking about the performance issues. I'm not talking about the fact that there's one save file. Bro, Capcom needs to eat. They gotta eat, guys. They gotta eat. And I don't understand. And it's like, if the difference between them putting a little 99-cent microtransaction is the difference between operating the way they want, continuing to make great games, continuing to feed their employees, if all they need to do to keep that going is to just put the most unobtrusive microtransactions you could possibly put in your game, why are we mad about that? I get the idea. I get it. It's a single player game. It shouldn't have microtransactions. What I think people need to understand is it's not 2008 anymore. It's not. It's 2024. Games cost 100 million times more to make now than they did back then. But people also want them to run at 60 frames, look the best they do, last for 6 months, have servers, have multiplayer, have crossplay. All this shit costs money. But then they're like, okay, well, here's a $3 one-time purchase for a portal crystal. What the fuck? Oh my god. And people freak the fuck out to the point where it's something that Capcom needs to address. It's honestly sad. And I just think a lot of people just need to just take a look in the mirror. Like, is this really an issue? You know, like one of the real issue is Yakuza Infinite Wealth putting New Game Plus behind the deluxe edition. That's weird. That's something we should be mad about. That's something that we should constantly be bringing up in Sega's face. Hey, we don't like this. But Dragon's Dogma 2, guys, Capcom, leave them alone. Leave them alone, guys. But I don't know. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if I'm a shill. Let me know if I'm just, I don't know, whatever. Thanks for watching.